Every young graduate probably walks into their first day at work with a question on their mind. What does the term career truly mean to me? Is it the journey or the destination or something more? The Impact program was founded to help them answer this question and set them on their way to becoming leaders. True to its name, Impact is an integrated mentoring program for advancement of career in technology. It sets up fresh young minds to swim at the deep end from the very outset.
We do not learn first and do. Instead, we put the thing reverse. Do and learn. We give them a kind of context to understand, come up with a kind of a solution of their own, and they will learn to apply while they're doing. So something which is unique, and they enjoy their small mistakes first. And that exactly is what is the thrilling part.
Impact is known for its rigor and multiple modes of content delivery for a holistic learning experience. It applies a paradigm inspired by process excellence from the manufacturing industry known as 2Q1T.
Formula for productivity. The first Q talks about the quantum of work which we can achieve in a day. Second one is the quality of the work, of the quantum of work which already been defined. The third one is the time. How much time we can allocate for the whole thing. So within the given time, how much quantity of work you can achieve, then what quality you can produce. The combination actually talks about the productivity. We straight away apply this into Impact program.
It has content in syndicated through various forums. Starts from classroom, there's got e-learning, then you have projects, then you have on the job, many components that really come to deliver very industry specific content in the technology stack that we have chosen.
You'll notice that all of the conference rooms in our facility are named after world-renowned sports stadiums. When we wanted to pick a name for our Impact room, which is a 50-seater facility, we wanted to select a very iconic name. So we picked Camp Nou, which I'm standing in front of, which is the home of FC Barcelona. It is renowned for the La Masia Academy, which has produced many stalwarts like Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and young superstars like Lamine Yamal. We hope to find our superstars in this hotbed of talent. Over its 10-year history, the Impact program has delivered a conveyor belt of leaders to Psiog. Let's follow an Impactor's journey all the way from learning to leadership.
Hi.
Hi. This is very exciting. This is my first day of Impact. Very much excited to explore new technologies and build my career.
I am excited too. I am from the Department of Mechanical Engineering and I don't know how to write a code. I don't know how I'm going to cope up this learning curve.
Hi guys, are you all ready for your first Impact mentoring session?
Yes.
Today we'll talk about SQL databases, but before that, when I started, I thought I may not be able to learn software engineering, but Impact changed everything for me. So it made me realize that learning is all about constantly unlearning and relearning. Now I am able to compete with my fellow computer science graduates and also adapt to different kinds of technologies. Here I am mentoring my next successive batches and also trying to pass on the same mindset to everybody. Is everything okay?
No, yeah, I have been working on this code for a long time, but I feel like I'm getting stuck and I need help.
Hey guys, I heard someone was stuck here. The next stage of evolution in being an impactor is to be the go-to person for your team, whether it is being updated in technology or being a sounding board for your team.
After the Impact boot camp, which runs about 4 months or so, the participants will be allocated to various projects, and while they are undergoing their practical experiences within the projects, they will be given an opportunity to enhance their capabilities through another program called Siddhi, which is meant for bringing industrial experience in them. Whatever they learned during their Impact boot camp, which is mostly academic in nature, they need to gain business experience industry experience, and more, whichever the account they are working, their account familiarization through what you call simulation projects.
There is an explosion of different technologies that we see out there that engineers of today are having to navigate. So that is where impact really comes in and sets that foundational framework and provides the engineers with ways and means of navigating these complexities. And we are seeing this play out in our customer environments very well, where the engineer is able to come in and learn new technologies and advise customers.
Hey Sanush,
Hi, Shashank.
I've been trying to catch you all day. We have a problem.
Okay.
The customer go live is about to get pushed and they haven't solved their dependencies yet.
Then I think we should push for a deadline extension.
No, we need to try getting other team members as well and try to solve the issue as soon as possible.
But I don't think it's our fault here, right?
No, we have to try solving it internally.
Guys, why don't we do both? So the next stage of evolution for an impactor to become a champion is to handle both customer expectations and team dynamics. We have the professional communication model from Impact, and then we have the Mercury Goldman training for handling customers. So both of these help me handle these tricky situations more confidently, balancing both customer needs as well as associate needs.
Customers often tell us that working with impactors is very different, specifically the ownership, the curiosity, and the sense of accountability that they bring. For our customers, Impact is not just a program. It's a promise of the quality, the commitment, and the very best of Psiog.
We have a new project in MuleSoft coming up. We need to plan some training with the associates.
We have used Boomi for a similar project in the past, right? Maybe we can build on that experience.
We need a faster way to leverage it because we need to deliver it this quarter.
That's actually great. We have a batch in Siddhi that has done something very similar.
And we also have our internal training program Sprint Teja, which is developing a tech agnostic model that will help you coach yourself better in these fronts. Programs like Sprint Teja and Siddhi help transfer learnings across multiple projects and enable teams to handle challenges effectively.
The next stage for an impactor is cross-functional leadership, where business reviews and collaborations help them understand what's happening across the organization.
Those who have been showing leadership skills, they've been earmarked into a kind of another journey which we call Sprint Teja, where they develop not only their leadership skills, they will still enhance their competencies in the areas of soft skills, business communication, and of course project processes, as well as newest technologies.
This is how the trend across the next 2 quarters is looking like. We really need to staff up on integrations and platform streams, otherwise we're going to face a revenue risk.
I feel to maintain this run rate throughout the year, there are some strategic investments you will have to make.
We can do that, but that will incur some additional costs and it's a tricky situation.
Can you look into some internal rotation options to fulfill this requirement?
We should reassess our build versus buy strategy to solve this problem. The next stage of the evolution of an impactor is to run their accounts as individual businesses, understanding revenue and cost and balancing both of them to maximize business. This stage marks the growth of an impactor from a tech expert to a technology leader to a business leader, facilitated by various management programs teaching us leadership management.
We have seen that in the last few years of our imparting that impact training. Associates who have come out of it have cherished that success, and they have also grown in length and breadth over the period of time.
Our customers and associates want AI, but their needs are very different. Whether it be from a perspective of AI being used for productivity or as an agent or for analytics. How do we engage effectively with these varied demands?
From a market perspective, traditional AI provides analytical insights, while Gen AI provides innovation and productivity improvements. As analysts, we should understand customers' needs and transform them into practical use cases that can be leveraged into organizations that provide business value.
Looking into it from a technology lens, traditional AI gives you a solid foundation, while generative AI gives you a lot of flexibility. Being technology architects, it's very important we balance servicing what is needed today, leveraging existing solutions, while still working to make sure that enterprises are made future ready.
So I think we need an AI-first GTM strategy that balances the current capabilities of the technology while future-proofing it for business value and sustained creation of value for stakeholders. The next evolution of an impact leader is to think strategy and move the company forward. While we are at it, we try to balance the customer perspective, our technology capability, what sells in the market, so that we can move the company into the next orbit.
It's like learning to ride a bicycle before flying a plane. Impact builds balance, control, and instincts, laying strong foundations with hands-on learning. So, when AI takes over the cockpit, our impactors are not just master co-pilots, but they're also authors of the flight path.
The impact program as a whole delivers leadership material to Psiog. That's the single most difference. The greatest success of impact program, and we believe, as I said, it's industry first, and it has been validated by none other than NASSCOM, which has given us Best Skilling Award, all the small and medium enterprises in the country. They start with managing self, then they move to managing teams, and then they move to managing customers, and we have the pyramid which goes all the way up.
Self.
Self, team.
Self, team, customer.
Self, team, customer, competency.
Self, team, customer, competency, revenue.
Self, team, customer, competency, revenue, strategy.
We are impactors.
World class.
Trailblazing.
Transformational. Firecrackers.
Adaptable generalist.
Competent leader. Psiog will come full circle when an impactor really becomes the CEO of this company and leads the way to success.